Good morning. Hi guys, welcome to my blog. So today is the 21st of May. It's a Monday. It's almost 11. We're just about to check out of Kyoto and we're heading to Tokyo. So I'm going to bring you along with you, probably do two parts Tokyo because we're there for 10 days. We are just about to head out, so we might go get breakfast and catch the bullet train to Tokyo. Waiting for Kyung to come down from the lift. How creepy is this? This is like surveillance camera of the lift, so you know who's coming down or who's in the lift. It reminds me of those Japanese horror movies, those scary movies like The Ring, how you can record people and like ghosts come out. It's so freaky. This is going up now to pick up Kyung. Check this out. Imagine if like you were picking a wedgie or something, you could see. And at this moment, boom! A ghost comes out. Man, that's so scary. Wonder if he knows that he's checking himself in the mirror. Snacks on the bullet train. Buns, Wagyu beef with sweet soy, salad, craving salad, and some onigiri salmon and prawn. And how cute is this salad? It came with a little ice block as well to keep it cool. They're so thoughtful. Just got to Tokyo Terminal. It actually took about 2 hours and I fell asleep through the whole thing. Guess we've got to find a locker, put our stuff and go look around before we check in. We are now in Shibuya. Going to do some shopping. Oh look, it's the dog. It's the meeting dog. So guys, it is almost 9 o'clock and we just got to our Tokyo accommodation. It's actually in Yoyogi, which is between Shinjuku and Shibuya. This is cute. It's like a little apartment kind of house. It's about 5 minutes walk from Yoyogi station and it's just like hidden away, but it's super cute, super quiet and homely. The Airbnb host is actually super nice. She's been emailing, like messaging me a little too much actually, but it's alright, she's nice. But the good thing is we've got a washing machine here, so I'll give you a tour. We just got in, so let's see what it looks like. So this is the front door as you walk in. They've got courtesy umbrellas, a washing machine which will come in handy, a little sink area, and this is the bathroom, shower, and this one actually has their own separate toilet. So that is the toilet room. And then come into the main room. So that's pretty much it. The window, so there's not much of a view, plus it's dark at the moment, but that's pretty much our accommodation. So today we just pretty much bummed around the Shibuya area, the Shibuya crossing, walked up and down like 20 times just to take photos, and we did a little shopping, not too much, just some places that Kyung wanted to go. We went to the Bape store and Kyung bought a Bape t-shirt, and we also went to like one of those arcade game machines and we got a Pikachu. You can get it out. Super cute. Oh, reminds me of Coco. I miss him. But yeah, I just noticed though, like these gaming, like those claw machines, it's pretty much like a child version of the Pokies. Like it's pretty addictive, and the thing is, like, it's not as easy to grab because a claw is like, I don't usually play with claw machines, but I've noticed a claw machine is quite weak. So it's kind of like technique of trying to push it over. And the one so there's two kinds, one with the mini toys, like the normal claw machine. And then there's ones where things are hanging off things, which you actually need to kind of push. So even though you put like 500 yen in, which is like equivalent to like about $7, you have to kind of keep pushing it in, and then it's like addictive, because even though you put $5 in, you can't just stop it like that. Otherwise, the next person that plays is going to get it. So you have to keep putting more money in to get it. So we ended up spending like literally 20 bucks on this stupid Pokemon. So yeah, lesson learned. It was fun in games, but at the end, it's kind of like a child Pokies. Like you get pretty addicted to it. So anyways, I'm probably going to have a shower and call it a night. I'm so tired and exhausted. Before I end the night, show you the kitchen. We just went to the supermarket and stocked up on my regular snacks. Orange juice, start the day. Water that will last a day. Found some Yakult because it was on sale, like, well, not sale, but it was cheaper than Melbourne. I think this is like maybe $4 for the whole thing. The Yakult in Australia is like $7 for the legit one. Kyung's alcohol something, and got some fruits, some apples, grapes, milk pudding, and Greek yogurt with fruit. Took us like 20 minutes to get from one line to another line at Shibuya station, all at the same station. Just left Sanrio Pure Land. It was super cute. I mean, I guess it probably wasn't worth an hour's train ride, and also about 40 bucks tickets each. It's good. I guess even though there was like a lot of like females, a lot of ladies there, this is more of like a small kind of theme park, I guess. Not really a theme park. I had a few like small kiddie rides. So if you had like kids or like toddlers, especially like something like kids below like about 5 years old, then it would probably be pretty good if you had like girls. But yeah, so we are now on our way to Tokyo Tower, which is an hour away from here. Maybe we'll get a snack. We are now at the Tokyo Tower, which is right behind me. It's like a little mini Eiffel Tower. So we're just going to head up now and check out the view. So we are now inside the tower at the main deck, which is halfway up the tower. If you go all the way up, they've actually got a couple of tickets. You can get like a pass for a park and the main deck, which is the main deck is halfway up the tower, for about 2,900 yen as a special at the moment, and or you can do just the tower for 900 yen, or you can go all the way up to the top for 2,800. Now we're kind of on a budget now because we went a bit YOLO at the start of the trip, and now we're kind of like tight on budget, so we just decided to do the main, which is halfway up the tower. The tower kind of looks a bit like an Eiffel Tower. It was built in 1958, but this is the view. Unfortunately, the east side is under renovation, so yeah, it's currently 6 o'clock or something, so the sun is just about to set. So we are back in Shinjuku and we are trying out a ramen place that does like single cubicles. My cousin recommended it, but it's open 24 hours, but the line is actually super long. Like, we're told it's going to be like an hour or something wait. Better be worth it. 45 minutes of lining. We made it inside the sign, the door. Oh, so it's 10:15, just got home, another long day. Today is Tuesday the 22nd. So today we did pretty much everything that we planned to do today. So that included the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. You can go up to, I believe, the 45th floor, and there's like 2 sides, and they just have like a 360 kind of view of Tokyo. It's so crazy, like comparing Tokyo and Melbourne. Melbourne is probably like 1/10, not even probably 1/50th the size of Tokyo. Like Tokyo is just a sea of like buildings and everything, so it's pretty crazy. And then after that we kind of wanted to try Wagyu Mafia because they're known for their Wagyu beef, their cutlet sandwiches. So we gave that a go. It was pretty good. Like we thought there was going to be a huge line, but it was actually pretty quiet. So lucky we were able to eat and go, and then we had an hour train ride to Sanrio Pure Land. So that's the one thing I did want to go on my list. So it's a little bit further out, which kind of sucked because it meant that there's a lot of traveling time. It wasn't exactly what I expected, but it was okay. Like I think it's good if you have like a very small child with you, like under the age of 5, preferably a girl. They might like it, but it was interesting. And like we watched this performance, like Fairyland performance. It was in Japanese, so we didn't understand it, but it was the most intense performance. Like they were just going crazy. Like they're really passionate about it, so that was interesting. And then we had to go all the way back to Tokyo Tower to check out that building, the observation deck, which wasn't as cheap as I thought. And like I mentioned, like this whole trip being in Japan is actually going way over what we expected our budget to be. And by saying that, it did mean that, you know, there was like we weren't going budget, like cheap budget at all. Like we had a lot of things that we wanted to do. I just didn't expect things to be expensive. Like to get like off the street food is probably like about 500 yen, and 500 yen sounds, when you carry a lot of coins, it's like, it feels like it's very cheap, but if you think about it, 500 yens converted to Australian, it's almost about $7. So when you buy like 500 yen, this and that, it all adds up to the end. So we are actually burning through our budget, so we might have to withdraw more money. But yeah, apart from that, there wasn't, I guess tomorrow is Wednesday, and we did plan to wake up early, very early, maybe not even get any sleep, 2 AM to go to the auction at the fish market. I think it's called Tsukiji fish market. But I think we might give that a miss because you literally just go in to watch it and only like 120 people can go and watch it anyway. It's at 4 a.m. but to be able to get a spot you need to be there at 2 a.m. So there's no point in us going because we're exhausted. We've been walking for like the past week and a half, like so much walking. So yeah, this accommodation, so last night I didn't really sleep well. The bed was so hard. The Kyoto place was actually a hotel. Even though it looked really small, it was actually a hotel. So the bed there was really comfortable. I fell asleep just like that because I was exhausted. But the Osaka one and this one, the beds are slightly more harder and the pillows are so flat and lumpy. So that's the only thing that I've noticed sucks about Airbnbs, is that it's not exactly the comfortable. So I've been like piling on anything soft, blankets or towels, just to kind of make it a little bit more softer. So yeah, didn't really buy, actually we did buy a few things today. So actually spent quite a lot on just souvenirs. Like I said, even though 500 yen sounds cheap, it all adds up when you keep buying more. So we spent a lot on souvenirs, and I bought this from Hello Kitty, no, from Sanrio, because I've always wanted a Hello Kitty kind of like headband. So that's pretty much all that I bought apart from my souvenirs. But yeah, so tomorrow we are going to go to the market, the fish market, but we might actually go later in the afternoon. We've been walking non-stop like 10 hours a day. So tomorrow we just want to kind of do a few things and just rest. So I also wanted to add, so the Ichiran ramen place that we went to, that was kind of like a well, it wasn't actually like an in the moment kind of thing, because we actually went back to Shinjuku to go there. So my cousin mentioned something about cubicle ramen places, so we actually googled it, and this place had a lot of good reviews, but there's a huge line for it, but we lined up anyway because Kang wanted to try ramen. I'm not really fast, I'm not a big fan of ramen, I prefer pho. But yeah, but to be honest, it was the best ramen I've ever had. So it was just, the broth was nice. It was not too, like, it wasn't creamy, but it was enough cream in there, and it wasn't oily at all. The pork just melted in your mouth, and the noodle was like nice and kind of like had a bit of a like a bite to it. It was really good, and the flavors were really nice as well. So the good thing was there wasn't actually much on the option, like in the menu. It's just one set ramen. You can just add extras like spring onion, extra egg, seaweed, or like extra pork. That was pretty much it. There was actually no drinks on the menu apart from beer, so they give you like water, so that's all you really need. And it was literally like, I would line up again for it because it's the best ramen I've ever had. So I'm just going to end that note, probably go to sleep with a food coma, so I'll see you tomorrow. So we are on our way, today is the 23rd of May, Wednesday, and we are on our way to the Tsukiji market. We were supposed to go early in the morning, but we decided to skip the auction because it's at 4 o'clock in the morning. So it is now 10 o'clock, and we are going to head there for breakfast and stay around that area and go to AKIHIBARA. So let's go. So we just got off at the station near the Tsukiji market, and just our luck today, out of all days, it's closed. The inside market is apparently closed, but the outside stores are still open. So we'll probably just walk around the outside and grab some breakfast. I don't know, we might come back on another day, maybe Saturday or something, because on the weekend I don't have much planned, just going to Harajuku and Shinjuku, like shopping, Shibuya area, so I might come back then. It's still alive. So So we are now at SUSHIZANMAI, having our sushi fix. We actually haven't had any sushi on the trip so far, so we're having it today. But we found out that the market is actually closed on national holidays, either on Saturdays or Wednesdays. Usually every second Wednesday they're closed, except for this month. For some reason they're closed every Wednesday, so bad luck to us. But excited for sushi. It smells so good in here. Woo. So it is just past 10 o'clock and we're home. This is becoming a habit of like literally being out for 12 hours walking around a day. My glasses are like fogging because it's like raining, but it's not like heavily raining. It's just like misting, kind of sprinkly raining the whole day. Yeah, we are so exhausted. So today we went to the Tsukiji market. Unfortunately, we didn't get to look around a lot because it was closed. The actual market bit was closed. We wanted to go visit a nice shop that was also closed. So we did end up going to eat sushi, which was fine, but we didn't make the most of it. So I think we might go back another day when we are free. We then went to AKIHIBARA, which is, like I said, like an electric town, animes and maid cafes. We didn't go to any maid cafes because there's only so much cafes you can go for drinks, and to be honest, like, it was really good. I think AKIHIBARA is somewhere that you must go, especially if you love animes and stuff like that. For me personally, I mean, I'm actually, you know what, I'm actually not a fan of any of those. Like, I wasn't really into any like electrical stuff or any of the animes. So I was really tired from it, so I couldn't wait to get back. But I think if you do go though, make sure you go at night, at least around 6 or 7 o'clock, because there are so much more lights from the buildings there. So I think they'll look really pretty at night. And yeah, and then we decided to go shopping just in the Shinjuku area. I don't really have any specific things that I wanted to buy on this trip. Count had a few things, so we pretty much, for the first time, I followed him shopping while I just kind of dragged my feet around. And yeah, and then we had dinner in the Piss Alley, which is like a little hidden alleyway with all these like barbecue places. Yakitori, which was really nice, and they're really friendly as well. And then we also, last trip was to the Don Quixote, I think that's what it's called. It's like a big kind of like store where they sell everything. Like, I wouldn't say it's like a big, I don't know how to explain it. It's got like everything, like makeup, cosmetics, travel, costumes, electrical stuff, like all different types, home stuff, luggages and stuff. It has so much stuff, but yeah, we ended up buying pretty much a lot of Kit Kats. So Japan is known for their different flavored Kit Kats, so we bought like $100 worth of stuff, mostly Kit Kats, some chocolates because Cal wanted chocolates, and I bought some souvenir sake for my friends. But yeah, we spent $100. It's tax free, but even though we tax back, it's only like 8% tax. So yeah, we pretty much lugged everything back and caught the train. So yeah, I am exhausted. We are now in Asakusa, which is about 40 minutes away from Shinjuku. It's like an old Tokyo town. So pretty much when we were in Osaka and mostly Kyoto, they had a lot of like old traditional towns. This is kind of like the one in Tokyo, because Tokyo is pretty modern. But yeah, so here there's a SENSOJI temple, which I'm really interested in going. A lot of, I guess, like stuff that we missed out on getting from like the old traditional stuff, souvenirs we can get here. There's also like a Kappabashi street, which has like a lot of kitchenware, like commercial or like business kind of like restaurant stuff. I'm not too keen. I think today we're actually going to go see the sumo competition later, so Kang and I might split it. So I'm going to go to the temple. I think Kang might go and do the like the Kappabashi street because he's interested in getting some knives. But yeah, so far it's a lot more quieter than Kyoto, but there's a lot of nice souvenir places. This is very much like Kyoto, but in Tokyo. So we've been trying to hunt down these frozen shaved fruits, and we saw these Japanese school children eat it, so I asked them where they were, and instead of telling me, they actually walked us to the store. They're so nice and so friendly. This is like it's like so fluffy. Looks like that. Yum. So it's like 3:30 at the moment, and we actually pre-booked tickets to a sumo competition. When we booked our trip, luckily it was the same time as a sumo competition, so we actually get to watch it. So we are now at the Ryogoku Gukan, watching it. It's so intense. Like, this place is like pretty busy. We just got here, so I think we're up to the last, so this is like an all-day thing. I think we're up to the last tournaments, the senior kind of like higher end ones. It ends at 6, so we're not going to stay here till 6 and watch the sumo. So it's just super exciting. Just leaving the arena now. That was the most intense bitch slapping and mega wedgies I'm sure, no disrespect, there's a lot of techniques and things like that. It was very entertaining. And yeah, especially the very last one. The guy that won the last one is like undefeated. So I think because it's been going on for like 11-13 days, they must do like each day. So he has not lost at all at once, and he won this one. And then at the end, everyone just throws their cushions out in the air. It's like so surreal. Best thing, if you ever go to Japan, make sure you check to see whether there is a sumo competition on, because it is worth it. It is 9 o'clock and we're having dinner. We literally walked an hour around Shinjuku trying to find this fried chicken place that Kyung went to last night. So last night on the way home, we picked up some takeaway fried chicken as a late night snack for Kyung, and it was so good and I was craving it today. So we walked all around Shinjuku trying to find it, because Shinjuku is like a total mess. It's like everywhere, things are everywhere, even the station is like so big, you just get confused. And because we had no idea where it was, we walked around, like must have walked around about 4 times trying to find it. And then we found the receipt, like a little kind of like little token in Gaun's pocket. So we googled it and finally we're like this far away from it, like so many times, and it's so good. It's like 650 yen, which is equivalent to about maybe $8. It is so good. Hi guys, so today is Friday the 25th and we are just about to head out. It's actually almost 12 o'clock. We slept in today. We planned to go to the market again, but we were just so exhausted. We just burnt out and passed out last night. Like, we've been literally walking like 10-12 hours a day for the past week and a half. So even though like I originally booked this trip and I thought 3 weeks, maybe it was a little bit too long for Japan, but there's so much to see, so much I wanted to do, that we spent a lot of time walking to stations and stuff, to places, and getting lost and all the walking as well. So I didn't realize how much walking there would be, and we're just like fully exhausted. So it was a good kind of sleep in this today, something that we really needed. And I think it's something that you should really plan on holidays, especially if you're doing a lot of sightseeing and stuff like that, is to plan a morning or a night where you can just sleep in or just stay and rest. We do try and rest in between, but because I just have FOMO and I don't want to miss out on anything, I just keep on going. So it was good that we kind of just took a rest. So it means that we're kind of changing up the itinerary around for the next couple of days just to fit that in, but it's okay. Also today is Coco's birthday. He turned 2 today and I'm so sad that I'm missing out on his birthday. I miss him so much. It's like everything I see, like whether it's like an animal print or like a dog on the street, it reminds me of him. Oh, everything reminds me of Coco, but luckily he's in good hands. My friend Mel was looking after him for the first week. He's now staying with Lexi, who has like a daycare business where she takes dogs out. So we've been keeping update. If you follow him on Instagram, so Coco's handle is Coco La French. Actually, no. So not his, but anyway, I'll add him anyway. So repost those pictures. He's been going on daily walks. He's actually a hipster kid. And today, Mel bought him a birthday cake and met up with him and the other dogs on the daycare. And they took pictures at the park and how the cake is so nice. So I'm really grateful that at least she's there with him. He looks so happy as well. So yeah, we missed out, but we'll be back next week. So hopefully, like when we see him, we can celebrate some more. But today, like I said, it's Friday. We don't really have much planned because we were going to do Mario Go-Kart yesterday, but we had to cancel that. So we had to shuffle a few things around because we ended up going to the Sumo yesterday. So today we didn't have much planned. So we did book a SOBA noodle making class, but it's about about an hour out from where we are now. So we might just head out, grab some breakfast, and then make our way there. And then maybe today just stick around Shinjuku. Like, we've been going back there for a few nights now, and Shinjuku is like very big, and like the shops everywhere is so intimidating. Like, there's just so many things to look at, and no matter how many times we've been there, we still get lost all the time. But we've been watching some recommendations on YouTube and stuff last night, and there's some places where I do want to go. So now that I kind of have a direction, we're just going to hit back and do the last kind of Shinjuku kind of stuff.
and so we can do Shibuya and Harajuku on the weekend. So today hopefully will be a chill day, have just nothing much apart from that and maybe dinner at night. So yeah, we'll see how we go today.
This one's mine. So it's almost 4 o'clock and we just finished up our SOBA noodle class. It was very interesting. We're about 40 minutes away from Shinjuku, further up northwest. And yeah, it was really interesting. It was a private kind of class. A family-owned soba noodle restaurant, and the son taught us how to make soba noodles. Mine was so we got to cut our own noodles, and mine was so thick it looked like spaghetti, like fettuccine spaghetti. Cal's was alright, but I couldn't get it as thin as he did. It was very nice. It was definitely very filling. Like I pretty much ate half of it and I was so full. But he did fry some leftovers. And just mix it with salt so we have like a little snack, like a little crunchy snack. He said this goes really nice with beer, so we're taking it home. But yeah, it was really interesting. I definitely recommend if you are in Japan to take out, like do some classes. So it is currently almost 9 o'clock. After the soba class, we ended up going to Harajuku and walking around the main streets. There was a few things like the few shops specifically that Cal wanted to go. We weren't sure whether we'll have enough time on the weekend, so we ended up going there. And from what I saw, so I did end up going and buying a few things. And I think I actually like Harajuku. I definitely like it better than Shinjuku. I found it a lot more easier to look around and where the shops are. So we are now in Shibuya at a fishing restaurant called ZAUO restaurant, where you get to catch your own fish. So we just there's no bait or anything on the fishing rod. You just kind of dunk in the hook and we should, like, you know, hope for the best that you catch one that you want. So it is almost 12 o'clock right now, 12 a.m. We got home at about 10:30, and it's so weird. Like when we sleep, the time goes really slow. Like we'll wake up at like 6 in the morning and we still get like 2 hours sleep and something like that. But during the day, it just seems to go very fast. But yeah, so I am tired. I'm going to end this blog here because I'm going to do part 2 of Tokyo because we are here for 10 days. So Monday to Friday was part 1. So far it's been really good. I really like it. It is a bit like I've mentioned a few times, Shinjuku is a little bit confusing because it's quite big, but apart from that, everywhere else, like so far Harajuku has been awesome. That's probably one of my favorite places. We did a lot of things here and there around Tokyo in general. Is just such a big area. Like there's so much things to do. I think next time we come to Japan, we'll probably just stay in Tokyo. I think if you have limited time, like a lot of people can seem to do Japan in like a week, 2 weeks. I don't think it's plenty of time. When I booked the trip, 3 weeks I thought was plenty of time. But now that we're going through it, there's actually quite a lot to see. And if you don't want to miss out on anything, then you know, you're gonna have to, because there's just a lot of things to do. But yeah, so far it's been really good. We did a lot of things. I think for the rest of Tokyo, we might skip the temples, shrines and parks. I was thinking about going to like Yoyogi Park and the Shinjuku Gion National Park, but we seem to do a lot of walking on this trip, and I think as much as it's really beautiful to take in like whatever natural scenery there is in such a, I guess, a concrete city, it is tiring because we do walk quite a lot. So I think now
that we've done enough tourist stuff throughout Osaka, Kyoto and Japan, like Tokyo, that we might just do mostly shopping for the rest of the trip. So I'm going to end this here before I continue any further, and I'll show you all the stuff that we bought so far. Piled up all the shopping on the floor. We don't know how we're going to fit this into our luggage. But like another week and a half, and actually we've got another week and we've got only 20 kilos of luggage each, so got to play a little bit of Tetris and figure out how to get this in. But I'm going to end this here, so make sure you watch next week for part 2, where I'll be doing mostly Harajuku, Shibuya, as well as Disneyland. So until next time, see ya.